Here we discuss about screw. Actually, this screw gauge is an instrument which is used to measure the thickness, diameter, etc. of a small object, accuracy of a third decimal places of a cm. Means up to of decimal third place, means 0.001 cm. Accurately. So it is also used to measure the thickness of the wire, diameter of the small wires, etc. Before this, how to measure the thickness or diameter of the wire? We know the pitch and the least count. What is pitch? Actually, pitch is the distance between two consecutive threads. A screw that screw the threads consecutive means they are one. This distance is known as the pitch. But how do we find out the pitch of a screw gauge? Actually, pitch of the screw gauge, the distance moved by the screw when rotating one complete revolution. In one complete revolution, the linear distance moved by the screw is known as its pitch. So pitch. Now, if here the linear scale, this is the main scale, linear scale, or also it's called also main scale. Can we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. That is calculated in mm. In mm. Now, here the circular scale. Here it reads now 1, 2, 3 mm. So linear scale reading equal to 3 mm. Now you rotate the screw 5 revolutions outwards, then measure how much linear distance covered by it. Now this shift to here up to 8 mm. So in 5 revolution, what distance moved by this? 8 mm minus 3 mm is equal to 5 mm. 5 mm. So in 5 revolution, it moves 5 mm. In 1 revolution, is equal to 5 mm by 5 is equal to 1 mm. So pitch of the screw is equal to 1 mm. Generally, the pitch of the screw is 1 mm or 0.5 mm. The pitch of the screw is 1 mm or 0.5 mm. Now next we discuss about the least count. Actually, least count, the smallest measurement that can be measured accurately with this instrument. Already I told you this is up to correctly third decimal places. Means up to 3 decimal places we measure correctly. Means the measure 2.002 cm like this. So least count, actually it can divide as the pitch by total number of division on circular scale. So pitch of the screw by total number of division on circular scale, the least count. Pitch already calculated here 1 mm. Here you see how many number of division. This is the circular scale. How many number of division it is? If 100, then by 100 is equal to 0.00 0.100. That is 0.001. That is mm. Is equal to 0.001 cm. So this is the least count. So now clear least count and the principle. The screw gauge based on the principle of a screw. Screw is based on the principle of a screw. Now we consider the zero error. Zero error of a screw. Actually, there are two types of zero errors. One is positive zero error, another is the negative zero error. Actually, what is zero error? Actually, due to some wear and tear or some manufacturing defect of the instrument, the reading is just more or just less than the accurate reading. This error is known as the zero error. Actually, some instruments are also free from zero error. There are two types of zero error. One is positive zero error and another is it is a mechanical error of the instrument. Now discuss what is the positive zero. Now see, first you see, when you rotate the screw, this is the stud already discussed, this is the sleeve. When rotate, then to measure a just tick sound, then leave it. The stud A and end of the sleeve are close contact to each other. Then you observe the zero mark of the circular scale is above the baseline or below the baseline. If it is below the baseline, here you see, then this is called positive zero error. It's called positive zero error. Then how do we find out the positive zero error? Actually, positive zero error is equal to plus LC into CC. What is CC actually? You see, when this stud A and sleeve close contact to each other, the zero of the circular scale is below the baseline or main scale. This is the baseline. Then you see, this 5 number is on the baseline. So this is called CC or circular coincidence. This is called circular coincidence. This is called CC. So in this case, plus LC already 0.001 into 5 is equal to plus 0.005 cm is the positive zero error. In the same way, after close contact to each other, the stud A and the sleeve, if the circular zero is on the baseline, above the baseline, then this is called negative zero error. But how? Your CC is what? Your CC is equal to which number? 90, 0, 95? Here 95. That is circular coincidence. Then the zero is minus negative zero minus LC into 100. Actually, it is total number of division on circular scale. In this case, it is 100. So 100 minus this is 95. So minus LC 0.001 into 100 minus 95 is equal to minus 0.005 cm. It may not be 195 or 190 also, 85 also, 80 also, like this. So in this way, we calculate the zero errors, positive and zero. If you close contact the stud A and sleeve, then if the zero of the circular scale is on the baseline, then then we say that the instrument is said to be free from zero error. And the instrument is said to be free from zero error. Mean, if this is the baseline, this is the zero, if this circular scale 0, 95, 10, if the circular 0 is on the baseline, then this instrument is free from zero errors. So this is about the zero error. Then we discuss about the blackless errors and how to avoid the blackless error. Actually, on bringing the spindle or the sleeve close contact to the stud, the zero mark on the circular scale coincides with the baseline, then it is the called free from zero error. But in sometimes the mechanical manufacturing defects due to some wear and tear of the threads of a screw, it is observed that on reversing the direction of the rotation of the thimble like this. You are like this. When you immediately in opposite direction, you are going in one direction clockwise. If you want to immediately do the anti-clockwise, it is not possible to rotate anti-clockwise directions or not start moving in the opposite directions once, but it remains stationary for a period for rotation. This is known as the Blackless error. So how do we avoid the Blackless error? To avoid the Blackless error, we always rotate the screw in one direction only. Then we can avoid this Blackless error of these instruments. So in next class, we discuss about how to measure the diameter or thickness of the thin wires. So today we finish.